1. Nora Allen. One of the most tragic and iconic deaths in comics is undoubtedly that of Barry Allen's mother, who ends up being murdered by a supposed robber on her birthday. What makes the whole scene even more tragic is the fact that it was Nora's birthday on the day she was killed. 2. Steve Trevor. Well, even Wonder Woman's romantic partner didn't survive this animation. He's shown fleeing from the Amazons, and when he's finally caught by Diana, she sadistically strangles him using her lasso of truth. 3. Fisherman. One of Deathstroke's pirate crew members is the first victim of Aquaman's army and goes down after being shot in the chest. For Briggs, he ends up suffering the same fate as Fisherman, taking a powerful shot while trying to steer the ship. 5. Sonar dies with 2 Atlantean shots through his body. 6. Icicle Jr. suffers the same fate as Sonar. 7. Clayface, the classic enemy of Batman, is brutally imploded by the magic of ORM, the master of the oceans. 8. Deathstroke. Not even one of the greatest fighters in the DC universe escaped death in the movie, as after an intense battle against Black Manta, he is struck by one of his lethal lasers and finally dies. 9. Lex Luthor. And the crew's final death was reserved for the mastermind of crime, Lex Luthor, who was ruthlessly killed by Aquaman, using his trident to take Lex's life without any mercy. 10. Mara. One of the most brutal and iconic deaths in the movie is undoubtedly that of Mara. Upon discovering that Diana and Arthur were having an affair, she attempts to seek revenge on Wonder Woman. We can say that the revenge went awry, as Wonder Woman brutally severs Mara. 11. Joe Chill, the killer of the Waynes, ends up being beaten to death by Thomas Wayne in this alternate reality. 12. Bruce Wayne. In the same scene, we discover that it was Bruce Wayne who had died in the attempted robbery. 13. Cerberus. In a moment when Lois Lane is surrounded by Amazons, we have a sequence of deaths caused by the Reverse Flash, and the first to meet their end is the Cerberus creature that was with the Amazons after being hit by several arrows. 14. Nubia. 15. Artemis. They are murdered by the Reverse Flash, who uses their own weapons to execute them. 16. Hal Jordan. Well, our beloved Green Lantern has an extremely brief appearance in this film, as he meets a tragic end after a mission goes awry. His aircraft is swallowed by a sea monster and explodes in the midst of the process. 17. Black Manta. Vengeance comes for the villain who, after suffering from an explosion, is simply gunned down, both by Batman and Grifter. 18. Thomas Wayne. Shortly after killing Black Manta, Thomas suffers an injury to his abdomen caused by ORM. 19. Eobard Thawne. Before Thomas dies, he endures the pain to the maximum and manages to shoot Reverse Flash in the head, who was unaware, ultimately dying from this fatal shot. 20. ORM. There's a very quick death after being pushed by the Flash and shot with several arrows all over their body. 21. Grifter. One of the coolest characters in the movie, unfortunately also meets a tragic end on screen, after being surrounded by several Amazons and getting struck by numerous arrows all over his body. 22. Hesha. Before dying, Grifter manages to kill one of the Amazons with his shots. 23. Cyborg Victor is simply humiliated by Aquaman, who beats him and tears off almost all parts of his body. 24. Billy Batson. Undoubtedly, this is one of the most shocking moments in the animation. Diana uses her lasso of truth to force Billy Batson to say Shazam, only to then stab him in his original form. 25. Tula. We don't exactly see the moment Tula dies, but at the end of the movie, Aquaman observes her body from afar, filled with arrows and lifeless. 26. Aquaman. As if this reality's Wonder Woman wasn't cruel enough, she catches Arthur off guard and executes him using her sword. Of course, the movie has many more deaths than the ones I've counted, but I tried to include only the most relevant ones for this video. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Until next time.